guess what? Day out today, innit? So this is the Fab 4
Cafe.
Fab 4 Cafe we're in at the moment. I'll show you that in a minute, but yeah, we're going on a cruise, amazing cruise, mate. So
Good.
yeah, solid, isn't it?
Yeah. I haven't been on a ferry for donkey shoot since I was a kid.
Since you had the sailways.
Yeah. Exactly.
Here's the ramp.
Yeah.
Quite wet.
Oh, I got caught.
We're going straight on, are we?
Yeah. Straight on.
Yeah, and cold as well. Stephen got symptoms as well, hasn't he?
Yeah. Smells nice. Coffee, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Right, come on, guys, let's explore. We're on the
We're on the ferry. Oh yeah. Snack bar.
on this side as well. Get in off this shit. Go back out these doors if you want.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard one of the most famous ferries in the world. Please pay attention to the emergency procedure notices displayed around the vessel.
Might be windy out
In the
here.
unlikely event of an emergency, you will hear 7 short blasts, followed by 1 prolonged blast on the
By one block blast.
Please make your way to the center.
It'll be windy, Carl. It'll be windy. I know.
Please note that smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not permitted on any part of the vessel. And for your own safety, we also ask you not to stand on the seats or sit on the ship's rails. We ask cyclists to alight after all foot passengers have left the vessel. Please be aware that at low tide, the link-span passenger bridges will be at a steep angle. This time of day is called low water. You may have difficulty if you have reduced mobility, so please ask for help if required, and take care. Photography and filming may take place during
Dazzle shit. You feel it moving? I think I can. A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just slightly. Should we sit here? Should we sit here?
So, there's a cruise, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I can feel it moving now. Because we're higher up.
Yeah. I was just going to say to the people, we haven't done videos for ages, have we, love?
Ah, that's good. Just
Oh, you
here.
don't have to. You don't have to.
The light.
So Birkenhead over there. There's Birkenhead. So we're in Liverpool now. There's the Liverpool line.
Liverpool line.
Spinning.
I'd have to zoom in.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
can see it a bit, love. See it a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Sounds like the engines are going now, so. Keep going all this way. There's a little Carlos. You know Carlos in the cruise?
Carlos the cruise.
Carlos on the cruise.
It's Carlos on the cruise.
Yeah, yeah. This side of the way, so see them get over here, look. So this is going to have all information on this too. should tell you all history and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People like to the Liverpool history, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, this is this the same thing as you used to get the ferry across the Mersey?
I think it
Same
is,
thing,
yeah,
It's old fashioned, isn't it?
But they've done it up.
You can go higher, but you won't let me go any higher. Should we have a look at it? It's not food friendly, is it?
I don't want food, I'm alright, you know.
So you want to go around shit more?
No, walk around.
Have we? We've gone down the front.
I don't want to go there.
Let's go to the front.
You can't. It's on the... Oh,
Go back here.
okay.
Right. So. If we settle in, is it? Yeah, don't settle up there. Up there's nice.
Just come downstairs.
In a likely emergency, you will hear 7 short blasts, followed by 1 long blast. If you hear the signal, please make your way to the light traffic assembly point, following the assembly station direction signs displayed. You will be uphanded with instructions and advice. Please note that smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not permitted on any part of the person. And for your own safety, we also ask you not to stand on the seats or sit on the ship rails. We ask the cyclists to alight after all foot passengers have been first. Please note that I have notified the links back to this time of day is difficult. You may have difficulty in please ask while you try to take care. Can they be used for the purpose of promoting Mersey ferries online, in print and on social media?
During the cruise, you will see some of the Liverpool and Wales most famous landmarks.
We're off.
Ventilation shafts, camel-led shipyard,
It's choppy, guys.
Stop me.
we should be covered in scenic ferry terminal on the real side of the river. Scenic is the gateway to New Rhine and offers an opportunity to walk along the coastal promenade to New Rhine, which is about 200 miles. Scenic is also open to urea science and discovery.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Up to 40 years.
I'm in the middle of it. Oh yeah, the battleship.
That goes quite fast, doesn't it? It's wobbly, isn't it?
Oh gosh, yeah. Ooh,
Quite wobbly, isn't it?
Tea, coffee, or a soft drink?
I'm alright, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the death ship.
Sit down, come on.
Cruise lines, including Cunard, Norwegian Cruise Line, Costa Cruises, Celebrity, Disney, Princess and Viking Cruises sail into the city year-round.
In all, 7 miles of docks and 23 miles of quays stretch along the Liverpool foreshore.
Oh, sit down.
In 1710, the Corporation of Liverpool started work on the world's first commercial black dock, and by the end of the century, the city boasted a full dock system. Steam had revolutionized shipping, and this, combined with the Industrial Revolution and the opening up of the Americas, secured Liverpool's future as a trading city and a major port.
Liverpool's unique character has been influenced by a diverse mix of races: Welsh, Irish, West Indians, Africans, and Chinese. And this has produced a population characterized by its vitality, resilience, and extreme sense of humor. The city is also home to the oldest black and Chinese communities in Britain. Liverpool had prospered from trading with the British West Indies and the American colonies during the 18th century. A latecomer to the transatlantic slaves to sugar plantations, and sugar, rum, and tobacco grown to England, Liverpool nevertheless came to dominate the slave trade until its abolition in 1807. Some slaves were sold in Liverpool, mainly for domestic service, and you can find out much more about Liverpool's role in transatlantic slavery at the International Slavery Museum at the Royal Albert Dock. The growth of the United States of America provided Liverpool with growing volumes of trade, and new docks were opened on the Mersey in quick succession during the 1800s. The city was described as the gateway to the British Empire and the door to the New World. A significant Irish presence has existed in the city for several centuries. In 1841, an estimated 49,000 Irish people lived in the city, and in the following years, during the Great Famine, over 1.5 million people crossed the Irish Sea, many of whom then left for the Americas, but many stayed, and their presence changed the character of the city forever. Up until the 19th century, Liverpudlians spoke in the same way to their Lancashire neighbours, but the impact of Irish migration to the city gave the city its unique accent. Today, an estimated 75% of Liverpool's population can trace their heritage to Ireland. You can find more information on this at the Museum of Liverpool. Between 1830 and 1930, over 9 million people left Liverpool by boat in search of a better life. Before steamships were introduced, these journeys were extremely hazardous. To sail to America would take 35 days, and the trip to Australia lasted from 10 to 17 weeks, depending on wind and weather. The ships were crowded, and conditions encouraged the spread of diseases such as cholera. By the late 1800s, over 200 ships a week would leave Liverpool and travel to all corners of the world. Liverpool then was the most important port outside London.
You can see the Victorian and Salisbury clock tower, designed by Jesse Harley, who was responsible for much of Liverpool's Scotland architecture, including the Royal Albert Dock. The clock's chief use was to check the ship's chronometer as the vessel left port, and was affectionately known as the Dockers Clock. It had 6 faces that could be seen at all points of the compass. The only other one of its kind is in Russia. This is also the original site of the entrance to the Leeds-Liverpool Canal from the river. Although now the pierhead extension is finished, the canal extends through to the Royal Albert Dock. We now see the massive red brick building, which is the Stanley Tobacco Warehouse. When built in 1900, it was the world's biggest bonded warehouse, large enough to fit St George's Hall inside. It was built using 27 million bricks, specifically for storing tobacco cargoes until duty was paid, and it is still the largest brick-built building in the world. This spectacular Grade 2 listed structure is now being renovated into duplex loft-style apartments, and opposite, in the restored North Warehouse, is the Titanic Hotel, the finished first phase of the development of this historic area. The next dock downriver is the Nelson Dock, and then we have the Brownlee Moor Dock, which in the future will be the new home of Everton Football. The new stadium, at an estimated cost of £500 million, is due to open at the start of the 2024-25 Premier League season,
2016, and adjacent to the dock is Liverpool 2, a new deep-water container terminal capable of handling 2 post-Panamax vessels simultaneously and able to handle 95% of all vessels that sail the seas. This doubles the container handling capacity of Liverpool. If you look over to the mouth of the river and the Wirral shoreline, you might be able to spot Perch Rock and the Rock Lighthouse. The lighthouse was completed in 1830. Its tower stands nearly 30 metres high, and before it was decommissioned in 1973, the light could be seen for a distance of 15 miles. The large group of trees along the Wirral foreshore opposite is Vale Park, and it was near here where the famous gunpowder magazines
and quicksand, and best negotiated only by the few who knew it well. One of the most notorious smugglers here was known as Mother Redcap, who ran an inn which stood close.
The impressive building with the huge staircase is Wallasey Town Hall. The building was actually built back to front, so that the front could face the river. To the left of the town hall, and behind the trees, is a red brick building with a glass conservatory. This is Guinea Gap Baths, opened in 1908. Some say that the name comes from a bag of guineas once found washed up on the shore here. Originally, the water used to fill the pools was seawater taken from the River Mersey and filtered. It obviously had an unusual quality because between 1908 and 1957, 205 national, European and world records were broken here.
The tall, square tower, looking something like a giant stereo, is the Kingsway Road Tunnel Ventilation Tower. Its twin is on the Liverpool side of the river. As we approach Seacombe, look out for the large bell at the landing stage, used before radar as the only guide for the ferry. Seacombe Ferry Terminal has undergone a major reconstruction, including the replacement of its Victorian link-span bridges and refurbishment of the landing stage. Seacombe is also home to Urea Science and Discovery, a new visitor attraction designed for children. Technology, engineering, arts and mathematics influence and shape our lives.
This is Seacombe Terminal. Please leave here for Seacombe and New Brighton. This is Seacombe.
Before, do you? Well, Seacombe ferries?
No.
No, I've never been in before. I probably have, but I don't know too much about it, to be honest. Is this not New Brighton? Might be, mightn't it?
Might be,
Yeah,
but
I
we're not
think-
getting off at New
No, I
Brighton.
think we have been here before, though. It used to be quite good here, you know.
Yeah.
There's like a sea fella, look.
There's the fella doing the ropes down there.
Ah, yeah. Not bad looking as he was.
He's had them poops in.
Right, here's the sea ferry fella. He like a fisherman, and he got his tattoos and that. Sea ferry, see. There you go, awesome. Yeah, feel it cold, see?
Yeah.
Put your, twist your fingers off, it was in that, wasn't it?
Twist your arm off.
They called grab your arm, yeah. There you go. Should I get off and come back on again? You can watch me through the window.
No.
I'll go on. I'll go down and give you a wave on camera if you want. There's people getting off now, look, it's all happening.
CT, they're getting off and be like, hi!
That's it, I think that's it. Just a small little few. And there's these people waiting at the gate to come on, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's milk coming on board. There's all the milk. Loads of milk.
For coffee.
Yeah, for the coffee. So, pretty good, isn't it, love?
Seen the yellow bell?
Yellow bell, oh yeah. Look at the donger on it. Yeah, there's all the passengers on now, love.
Yeah.
They probably donged that now.
Oh
Did
yeah.
you dong it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Looks a bit old, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just checking off. He's got his little water wings on there, look, in case he goes over. Must be part of the law. He just looked up at me. The seesaw fella.
Seesaw.
Shouldn't be too long now. They were late departures, weren't they, love? Nearly missed it. Or they mustn't have been demand up and thought, right, we're going again as quick as that. It's only a little stop. So there it goes, electrically. Yeah, it is electrically, so. And then we shut off drop. Then comes the ropes again. Must be going back home in a minute.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard one of the most famous ferries in the world. Please pay attention to the emergency procedure notices displayed around the vessel. In the unlikely event of an emergency, you will hear 7 short blasts followed by 1 prolonged blast on the whistle. If you hear this signal, please make your way to the life jacket assembly points following the assembly station direction signs displayed. The crew will be on hand to give instructions and advice. Please note that smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not permitted on any part of the vessel. And for your own safety, we also ask you not to stand on the seats or sit on the ship's rails. We ask cyclists to alight after all foot passengers have left the vessel. Please be aware that at low tide, the link-span passenger bridges will be at a steep angle. This time of day is called low water. You may have difficulty if you have reduced mobility, so please ask for help if required, and take care. Photography and filming may take place during this cruise, and may be used for the purpose of promoting leisure cruises online, print and on social media. The ferry service as we know it today was created by the engineer William Carson, who in 1863 constructed the floating landing stages. Carson suffered much criticism, with predictions that the first cruises up and down the river. The Beatles played 4 times on the Royal Irish between 1961 and 1962. During this time, they changed their manager to Brian Epstein, ditched their leathers for smart suits, shirts and ties, and for their final show, they replaced their drummer Pete Best and Ringo.
It's not smooth.
Might not be when it comes
Many
out.
bands played on the Royal Irish over the years, including Jerry the Pacemakers, The Searchers. In 2015, Camelot won the construction contract,
Government love.
and it was the largest commercial shipbuilding project in the country in 30 years. Commissioned by the Natural Environment Research Council and operated by British Antarctic Survey, the new polar ship, the RRS Sir David Attenborough, will transform UK research in the polar regions, providing scientists with state-of-the-art facilities to research the oceans, seafloor, ice and atmosphere. Its missions are critical for understanding and making sense of our changing climate.
Going to another dock in a minute. over here. I thought we'd gone too far. There's Liverpool over there. Oh, we're going a full circle, so... Yeah, so that's where we was a minute ago, over there, look. Just going past now. And then, is that where we was? No. That's that Echo Arena there, look. Oh, it's called the M&S Arena now, is it? Where do you have the bands over there? Zoom it in, hang on.
It's on 2 anyway.
Yeah, it's on 2. There's where the bands are in that one over there, is it?
Yeah.
No, the other one over here. That one. That one over there. The band's in that one. And then what's that next to it? Transport or something. Liverpool on. I can't read, I've got no glasses. Need good spins. Oh, there's the live birds over there. Nothing here. I'm on the gimbal, guys. There's the live birds right there, look. So, this is the best side, isn't it? Not Birkenhead side. This side, there's the tower restaurant thing there, look. Spaceship restaurant thing. So, pretty good, like. And the other side's not that good, it's crap. Birkenhead side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, honourable. But here's all them bricks to on about, look. Loads of bricks. Let's get behind here. So there, look, loads of bricks in that one. So that's something to do with the tunnel going underneath. So stop the gas. Something like that. So very good. Got another, going to another train station thing here. Over there. Now I think we're going past that one. So down there, look. Got the chimneys. It's not that good. Let's go the other side again. Go the other side again. It's not that good, that side, so go on this side again. Now let's see what we can see. H&S. What H?
We're now passing the Tramway Beach.
I know. It's called the Bank Arena though. Oh my god.
Designed by Isambard King Brunel and one of the biggest ships ever to be built.
Biggest ships ever to be built somewhere.
Carrying over 3,000
Oh, it's coming up. It's not that big.
as well as 6,000 tons of cargo. She had an amazing history.
Cargo ship.
She laid the first Atlantic telephone cable, killed her first captain, and had 4 mutinies.
Mutiny on the
She had 5 funnels, and her 6 masts were named after the days of the week, Monday to Saturday. The
Oh, this is
fourth,
MC, innit, love?
Thursday, became the flagpole of the Liverpool Football Club at Anfield.
You see the probably. Right, let's get over
10
here.
million tons of oil are discharged here every year and then pumped 10 miles upriver to the oil refinery at Stanhope, the
Funny
second
building,
largest
innit?
refinery in England. We are now at Rock Ferry, which from the early 1820s became a popular residential area for Liverpool businessmen. Ferry services to move home to the Wirral. Many made their homes in the newly built prestigious houses in the privately owned Rock Park, fronting the river. As the century progressed, an esplanade was built, making Rock Ferry
Come outside. Where's my
the
cola,
area
love?
developed into a day trip resort.
Ah,
The American novelist and short story writer Nathaniel Hawthorne lived at Rock Park for 4 years during the 1850s whilst working as the American consul in Liverpool. An extract from his diary reads, "At Rock Ferry there was a great throng forming a scene not unlike the 4th of July. There were bands with music and banners, and a small procession after them, and a school of charity children enjoying the festival. And there was a club of respectable persons playing at bowls on the bowling green of the hotel. And there were children and infants riding on the donkeys at a penny a ride." The hotel to which Hawthorne refers was the Royal Rock, a popular destination for ferry passengers who took a trip to Rock Ferry to enjoy a drink, a game of bowls, or a walk on the esplanade. In the late 1930s, a layer of mud began to wash over the sandy beach, and in 1939 the ferry service was discontinued. The area gradually deteriorated, and the old pier was replaced by a
Further ahead, the large green area is Port Sunlight River Park, opened in 2014 and built on a former landfill site. Its many footpaths meander through wildflower meadows and trees, and there are stunning views over to Liverpool. Even further upriver are the eastern locks into the Manchester Ship Canal. Manchester, a city that was at the centre of the North Industrial Revolution, was provided with a vital passage to the rest of the world when the canal was opened in 1894. It carried imports of raw cotton to the heart of the Lancashire cotton industry, some 35 miles away. By 1955, the canal was carrying over 18 million tonnes of goods every year. Amongst the many ships that use the canal now are the Mersey ferries, operating day trips from Liverpool and Wirral to the historic Latchford Locks and back. The cruise gives passengers the opportunity to experience a round trip in the same day. Cruises operate on selected dates during the summer months. Please check the Mersey Ferries website. The details kept on the left or port, and green on the right or starboard. Unlike British car drivers, ships navigate on the right. The black and yellow buoy warns against the Pluckington sandbank, which stretches right below the water as far as Pier Hill landing sites. Sandbanks, strong currents and fog all plague the Mersey, making it a very treacherous river. The Liverpool South docks stretching in front of us are no longer used as commercial docks, but were once a forest of masts filled with ships from all corners of the world, including those of the elder Dempster line, known as the monkey boats, because they carried monkeys instead of ship's cats.
As we proceed across the river back to Liverpool, the stunning vista of the waterfront takes your breath away. We now attract many millions of tourists to the city, within which beats a heart alive with musicians, poets, writers, artists, painters, sculptors, designers and architects. Liverpool was European Capital of Culture for 2008 and continues to have a thrilling renaissance. There has also been a dramatic transformation in the River Mersey itself. It has recovered from being one of the most polluted rivers in Europe in the 1980s.
Yeah, polluted, alright, look at that. I wouldn't say that, would you?
Is synonymous with popular culture, especially music, sports and the arts. It's home to 5 theatres, including the Liverpool Playhouse, Britain's oldest repertory theatre. It is also the home of Victory Racing, famous for the world's greatest steeplechase, the Grand National. And in recent years, the city has become popular with film companies looking for dramatic buildings and locations. Not surprising, because Liverpool contains more than 2,500 listed buildings, more than any city apart from London. It has more public sculptures than any UK city aside from Westminster, and it has more Georgian buildings than Bath.
Dock area with its 10,600 capacity arena and conference centre. It accommodates events from rock and pop concerts to ice shows and international sporting events. To the left of the arena is the Albert Dock, the largest set of Grade 1 listed buildings in Britain. In 2018, it was granted the prestigious title Royal Albert Dock, in recognition of the pivotal role that it played in starting a resurgence of interest in Liverpool's wonderful architecture. Threatened with demolition for years, it was restored in the 1980s, and the Royal Albert Dock has become one of the country's favourite tourist attractions. The large white and glass construction that you can see behind and to the left of the Albert Dock is one side of Liverpool One, an innovative £950 million urban regeneration project that has transformed the heart of Liverpool city centre. This development, covering 42 acres and utilising the existing Liverpool streets, is home to the very best retail brands, residential and leisure facilities. To the left are the beautiful buildings known as the Three Graces, which together form one of the most majestic and famous waterfronts in the world. On the right is the Port of Liverpool building with its impressive copper dome. Opened in 1908, the design came from a rejected competition entry for the Anglican Cathedral. In the middle stands the Cunard building. Built in 1914, the building was designed in the style of a 16th century Italian palace and was once the offices of the famous shipping line owned by Samuel Cunard, who operated the first regular transatlantic lines between Liverpool and New York in 1840. Other famous shipping companies followed, such as the White Star Line, owner of the Titanic, and the Blue Star Line. Their magnificent liners berthed along the famous Prince's Landing Stage, which was for many years the longest floating landing stage in the world. It was from here that over 9 million emigrants passed through Liverpool between 1830 and 1890 on their way to a new life in America.
Finally, the beautiful Liver Building, erected by the Royal Liver Friendly Society in 1911, is perhaps Liverpool's best-known landmark. Based on the Chicago waterfront skyscraper, the building is topped by
Chicago
the famous
waterfront
Liver Heights,
skyscraper.
which stand nearly 6 meters high. They're said to be based on an eagle, which was the original seal of King John. However, when the seal was lost in the 18th century, the artist commissioned to design the new seal misinterpreted the eagle as a cormorant, hence their rather unusual appearance. Some say that the female liver bird faces the river waiting for the sailors to come ashore, while the male is looking inland to see if the pubs are open. They've never mated, so there are no other liver birds in the world, and tradition has it that if they ever fly away, Liverpool will cease to exist.
Here at Pier Head, we are in front of the Liverpool Jerry Marsden Ferry Terminal. Inside, you'll find the Beatles Story Fab 4 Cafe on the ground floor and the Pan-Asian restaurant Matu on the top floor. The Beatles Story is located just a short walk away in the Royal Albert Dock. The award-winning attraction takes visitors on an immersive journey through the lives, times, culture and music of the Beatles, and contains an impressive collection of fascinating memorabilia. For more information and to buy tickets in advance, please visit the Beatles Story website.
We hope you've enjoyed your cruise and look forward to welcoming you aboard again soon. Tell us about your day and share your pictures with us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram by searching and following @MerseyFerries.
Life goes on day after day.
I hope it wasn't too boring for you, because it was a bit slow, but if you liked it,
Up in the snowy skies,